Morningstar said that she was in her office. Do you know where that is?
I saw her in the hallway as I walked in.
All right, I'll try to get her
She's with
attention.
her clients.
It might be the bathroom.
The bathroom? Oh,
Yeah.
there we are. Oh, hey.
Hi,
Oh,
Rhodes.
Hey, sorry, I was about to go grab you. Let you know that we were here.
Okay. Your Honor,
Yes.
can I push forward a pretrial motion?
We'll do that once everyone's here and we can get started. Yes.
Yeah, I'm just trying to produce a medical report that was already kind of produced, but they failed to hand it over. If that's okay.
What is he doing?
They ain't got
You
nothing.
need a
They ain't
minute?
got nothing.
Yeah, I need a minute just to contact the doctor. She
Okay,
has the
yeah, take your
report. She
time.
just needs to hand it over.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
perfect. Thank you, Your Honor. I just needed it.
Will we be able to hear them over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
They literally
Do you not
said that
hear
they
me
had a
well?
court case. We're like, who?
We can hear you fine.
yeah.
Fine,
No,
Alex.
we can
Who do you
hear
got a court
Gary's
case
just
against?
being a
And they
little
said
silly.
Rhodes.
I'm just
They
scared that-
called you. They literally. They were like, he's an
Didn't
asshole.
realize
And I
you
was
got a
like, Rhodes is the most
microphone.
reasonable
Everybody-
officer I've ever dealt with. Like
everyone
everybody.
at Mosley's went, what are you talking about?
I'm
and what
just
did you do?"
saying, the
What did you do
moment,
to him?
the passenger started hitting me with the, did you clock us?
Did you clock me? Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Poor
Rhodes,
Jamil, though. Jamil is
Yes?
a sweet bean.
Which report is it?
So it's going to be 2. I imagine they're going to be appealing both. One of which is going to be 1026,
Who the
and then
fuck
the
is
other
calling?
1027.
All right, perfect.
Poor Jamil, though.
I sort
He
of want to
doesn't- he
sit on the
doesn't-
other side just for Jamil, not for Kenzo.
Nah, Jamil can sue
No.
Kenzo later
Yeah.
Oh, this is
for
great. It'll
emotional
turn into
distress.
an appeal turning into a fucking.
Yeah.
Damn, it sucks. There's no
Wait, he's not the
projector.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
there's
no
no
projector.
projector there,
You,
yeah.
I knew
Oh,
you took
it would be a
pictures.
shame
I
if the
fucking
court
knew
case
you took
documents were
pictures.
leaked. I knew it.
Just use twat so show everyone.
I'm just looking at it. What
Rhodes,
he's
please tell me you
wearing.
actually clocked him at higher than 60 and you were just being fucking like.
Can you enter the
38 and a 35.
Oh,
Wait, how much?
have
38 and a 35, but don't tell. They don't even know I clocked them.
No.
Looking
No.
real hard.
Wait, I have an
I mean, that's
idea. I'll
cheating.
be back.
I can't wait. This is gonna be good.
Oh, it's gonna be real good.
Yup.
Where is he?
No, I know that
What was
hydrant.
your
They
name
probably
again,
park
Officer
next to
Yorkshire?
too,
I
and I
forgot that.
fucking
It's probably.
Mine,
I hate
Yeah, I
that
forgot
hydrant
that.
that's there.
Louise.
Oh, I do
Louise.
too, but I also
Louise.
didn't force him to park in
Campbell.
front of it.
Oh, Campbell,
Yeah.
Officer Campbell. I don't think I did get your name in the first place. I just
I think
remembered
you
you as
did.
Yorkshire lass.
Yeah, I
Echo
think that's why. Yeah, I
66,
just
Jim
remember you as
41.
the Scottish guy from Senior Buns.
Well, the Scottish
Yeah.
guy from Senior Buns is running for mayor if you want to vote for him.
There we go.
Oh shit!
On its
What,
way.
Yeah, right.
what are you gonna bring to the city?
I've got.
Oh, that's crazy. They don't take your phones in here, but they take your food.
It's
Okay.
gonna be economy.
Yeah,
They
it's rude
take
to eat
everything except the
balancing.
phone.
It's gonna be economy balance, no explosive, nothing like that.
You're
just
gonna help the
balancing.
PD get budget so I don't have to pay the 1,500 for
Uh.
repairs that breaks the bank every time.
No. Why would work vehicles need? It should be out of pocket of the company, not the individual.
That's what I mean. Like you're gonna, as the mayor, give a budget to the PD, not to me, to the PD. So like
Excuse me?
we go and we get free repairs, and then it comes
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
the
yeah.
budget that
Well, I mean,
is given
obviously,
by
Shit,
the
meeting
mayor.
notes? What?
obviously, I'll do it for every. Well, I won't
We're
do
just
it for
talking
the
about free
jobs, but I'll tell
repairs.
Yeah,
jobs.
I mean,
You're the
It
one that needs
shouldn't.
to
It
be.
shouldn't.
No free repairs. That's
Shit.
No,
for us.
no,
Meeting notes.
no. Stop.
free,
It's
you
not
still
free.
get
It's
paid.
not
No,
free
it's
repairs.
not free.
No, it
It's-
should already be instated, but you guys don't have a budget. But we're already
Yeah.
keeping track of every repair you do. We do.
Wait, but
and we have
Tyler said they
receipts.
have a $200,000 budget.
Your Honor,
Okay, but-
how are we dealing with evidence related stuff? Is this informal to which like
You should be getting reimbursed.
I let him know what I have as soon as this starts, or how does this work?
Oh, I'm very sorry. I was thinking for a minute.
Oh, you're
What's up?
good. My question is, because this is traffic court, and obviously it's not nearly as formal as, a
Mhm.
typical appeal for charges, for example. How does
Yeah.
it work in the sense of like, evidence and photos and such? Is that brought up like during
I'll
the actual?
I'll do it the same as like a bench trial. Let you guys have your narrative, talk about it. I'll say if you want to highlight anything, you can go ahead and do it.
Okay, got it. Perfect. Thank you.
That's quite unfortunate.
So should I attempt to forward it to the other parties?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
And they should also get you the medical report that they're trying to get.
Got it. Now, here's the thing. I'm assuming which ones they're appealing. I don't actually know which ones they're appealing. So
Yeah,
I'm going to wait until
once
they're
you're
in
back-
here and
yeah.
ask, and then
That's perfect.
I'll make sure I submit everything.
Yeah, that's fine.
I was already in the talks with the group 6. I was talking with Alex, and we were gonna get that started.
Yeah.
But then we had the huge hiccup with parts pricing and
Yeah, it's
not
a-
only
it's a
that
nightmare.
and rep people's rep
Well,
going
that's
crazy.
another thing. That's kind of like the second point on my campaign is vehicle imports, vehicle parts, that sort of stuff.
Someone
Mhm.
file
Imports
and
into the
say they
city.
have like 5
One side.
minutes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Vehicle imports, vehicle parts,
Anyone?
imports of food,
Who needs
drinks,
finding?
that sort of stuff.
Morning Star.
I'll call her.
Met Road.
Get that sorted. Find out
Yeah,
where the
5
backlog
minutes.
is, whether it's with the manufacturers, with the state government, something like that. Get that sorted.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like. Oh, thank you. I feel like I had.
Oh my god, is that a Triforce? She's got a Triforce on her shoulder.
Multiple.
Wait, who?
Then
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
Triforce.
Kenzo. He was pulled
No,
over
Triforce
by
is right.
Louise
Of
before.
course I do.
113.
Isn't that Mario?
No
thing?
way. Oh, that's
No.
hilarious.
Alex, she said she's still working on it.
Stop trying to. Stop trying
5
to act
minutes.
cool. I know
Okay,
you're
I'll
a
let her know.
fucking nerd, okay?
Thank you.
You don't know anything, Matt.
Yeah, I fucking do.
Okay, yeah, actually, yeah, you do.
Mhm.
You all try to act all cool, you know, simple old farm girl, but I know when you're on that
No,
farm,
No,
no,
it
you
has
haven't
to
missed
start.
anything yet. Just line up.
you go inside, you get the Nintendo 64 out, you be on Ocarina of Time till the fucking sun goes down.
Oh,
And then
there's
into
multiple
the night,
ghosts.
And your fucking mom and pa upstairs will be like, Jolene, get off the Nintendo! Go to bed! We've got to fucking
I
milk the
saw
cows
Plate and
tomorrow."
Phone, and I'm hearing things. I don't know what's
How do
going
you
on.
know so much?
Wait,
You might just be tweaking.
Oh my god, I'm hearing voices now.
Except it wasn't milking cows.
Oh!
it was doing it people.
We're talking to you.
There's a Plate and Phone.
Like at the hospital.
Wait, do you
I
see
almost
me?
told you I couldn't see Alex.
Yeah, I see you.
You got 7 days to live.
I think maybe
I don't know, but I hope everyone
Oh
uses their
no,
inside
they said I
voice,
got
or we're
7
gonna
days
go
to
all crazy in
live.
here.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yep.
Ask for
Wait, what
more.
the fuck is going on?
Wait, can I have more?
I think we were waiting for like a few more people.
Is there any chance we can make sure people are using their inside voices so while we entertain conversations here, we don't hear people screaming?
Yes, that
Thank
should be
you.
Yeah,
happening
whisper,
regardless.
please. Thank you.
Okay, hopefully we're
Please
good
have
there.
your
I was
medical
just
emergency
asking
over
sorry,
in
everybody,
silence
what
over
was
there.
going on.
Yeah, we're just waiting for them to try and get medical.
I
help.
ain't a medical professional. I'm of no help.
No, I know.
I'm not a practicing one anymore.
Multifaceted
I shouldn't be a practicing one.
piece, it seems.
You know, you know what? I'm not even going to explain. It's going to make me look real bad.
What
I
did
don't know,
you
explain
What
it.
did you see?
Well, I understood the general concept of a tourniquet. Okay.
Oh
Mhm.
no.
Yep. Did you tourniquet somebody's head?
Close. Almost. And then I realized I'm not qualified for this.
Yeah, I had a doctor be like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna tourniquet your head." And I'm like, "You're
Oh,
what now?"
yeah,
That's not how that works.
No,
Well, apparently, no,
I'm not
no,
a
it is
doctor,
now.
so.
Nope, that's
Love
absolutely
you,
what they're
Rhodes.
doing now.
We're here to
Oh, thank
support
you. I appreciate
Hey.
that.
This is Dahlia. How can I help? Huh?
Guilty by association.
Yeah, Rhodes,
Part-
just never put a tourniquet on someone's head, okay? That defeats the whole
I
purpose.
started
of
with the
trying to save
arm,
their life.
started with the arm, and then the leg,
that's
and
good.
then
I told you.
Okay.
I don't know why I
can't
started
tell.
like arm, leg, then
I can't tell.
when
She's too far away.
that's neither here nor there.
I mean, let's be real. Some
Carlton?
people deserve a tourniquet on their head.
No.
It's the
Who's
only
the
way to
judge?
stop the bleed. Cinch it up.
Who's the judge?
Oh, okay.
It's Carlson.
Carlson. It's Castle. Is he a judge? He's standing there. I don't know. It's Carlson is standing there. I don't see any others.
Down here by my manager.
That's
Yeah.
why when I'm not around, you
It's
only
No.
Jamil and
spend 6
Kenzo.
hours and get no fucking money.
What is Jamil and Kenzo?
They're mechanics at Moses.
Okay. Alright, fine.
They in trouble?
Oh, as well.
Somebody was rude to a police officer and found out.
What, Mac?
I'm going in for a throat operation tonight.
Oh,
Hey,
Yeah.
Rhodes.
Gonna sort
Yeah?
that.
that sounds kind of scary.
I feel
but-
like
So they were rude to
mean,
a
a
police
silly
officer.
playlist for silly people is
Yep.
the best case scenario for you right now.
Ooh.
Problems I'm having.
They were rude to Rhodes.
You
Well,
might
I
as
mean, they
well.
did illegal stuff. That's what this boils down to.
Well, yeah.
As long as they did illegal stuff.
Yeah,
Makes
yeah.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
Tim, you know that fire hydrant in front of the hospital?
sense. Yeah.
Crazy, but they parked in front of it.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. I don't know.
There was a- What if there was a
Dumbass.
fire? We had one at the shop earlier.
We just had a fire at the shop.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for.
Yeah, because of that, I now have to
Hello.
carry a
Hello.
fire extinguisher.
Which
When's this
is it
getting
multiple
started?
that you wanna
Now.
appeal at traffic?
I don't know. I do want to enter a witness if I could.
Yeah, both sides get 2 witnesses.
Alright, perfect.
Oh damn.
Hmm.
Oh, Rhodes, call me up to the
Which-
stand. I got you. I'll
Depends
say I
on
wasn't
what
there and then
you
just
grab.
take my leave.
No.
It should be the recent traffic citation, I believe, Your Honor.
Your Honor, there's 2. There's one that stemmed from speeding, and then a follow-up
that?
one that was unauthorized
Parking,
parking. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be appealing both.
All right. Rhodes, can you get the reports to them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, folks.
Absolutely. Can I know who their witness is?
And Miss Savannah Wells in the back. Well, is it Wells?
Yeah, it's Wells. What?
Yeah.
Not even there.
Savannah Wells in the back.
Okay.
Have you already made your client aware of their Fifth Amendment rights?
It was a fuffo.
Take your time now if you want.
They got all
Sorry,
dressed
say
up
again,
for
Your Honor?
public
I
humiliation.
feel bad for Jamil.
Have you already made your client aware of their Fifth Amendment rights?
That's okay, guys.
Yeah, they should be
Yeah.
aware. I mean, I'm here representing.
We'll let them get how
I don't know
many
why they have
toppings they
Savannah as a
want.
witness. She wasn't even there.
Just give me 1 second.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Can I?
It's quite literally just me, you, and them 2.
Oh, I already saw what I
Yeah,
needed.
I don't really know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, we really got
I
to
can do my
Um,
work.
just for the paper, what?
I'll just go up there and be like, I
what
saw
speeding is
nothing.
it?
I wasn't there for
Which
it."
degree?
3rd degree.
That is all.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
He's my stenographer.
Got it. Hmm.
I feel like all Mosley should just sit over there instead.
That's what I was saying. I kind of feel bad.
Well, I am. Wait, stand over where?
No, we should sit.
I
in
just
the
realized we
jury
don't have a
box.
screen
Yeah.
here.
Can we go sit in the
young,
jury?
Would it be an asshole thing to do if I go over and say, Jamil, I'm here for you, and not acknowledge Kenzo?
No, I feel like tell them we're taking him for ice cream after this. Yeah.
Let me make sure these show stuff accurately.
This doesn't
Peanut gallery.
backfire.
Nah, I don't see how.
No.
I'm gonna-
Certainly, this doesn't
I'm gonna
backfire and then cause them to
like
get
I'm gonna doze
increased
off for a second.
charges or anything like that.
What did he say?
Drink water.
He said this is so cooked.
Thank you.
10876
No
14
problem.
Bravo.
He just walked away.
Oh wait, maybe yeah, I forgot to-
I say a lot of things.
Everything gets sent over.
I just sent everything off to Miss Morningstar.
Come here, Mac.
Now
Give you
just-
3 minutes to look it over or something. Let's start on the top of the
I'm
hour.
hoping the formatting looks appropriate. From my understanding, we just got the ability to export.
Yeah,
so
which is why I'm giving a little bit of time to check it over.
Oh, that's what that blue button is.
If we can get
Yeah.
started on top of the hour,
Great.
that'd be great.
Just realized that.
Yeah, I got it. Let me just
So,
have a.
it'll be
wait,
okay.
Yeah, take your time.
This is why I don't do the supportive thing, because I think he thinks he's gonna die now.
What?
Jamil or Kenzo?
Yeah, Jamil, because he said, "Am I getting sent away?"
Oh no.
Oh no.
Tell him he's gonna face
Jamil.
the death penalty. Death penalty
could
for
nev-
a
I could
speeding
never
ticket.
This is gonna be good.
Gotta be-
Calls
This is
when
gonna be
people
great.
when I had to tell people
Oh,
Does it look good?
Oh,
Can you read
Tails.
it?
Tails doesn't sound
yeah,
happy.
it looks, it looks good, Your Honor.
I
Ooh.
would
Alright, 2
probably
minutes
say
now.
you're an emergency contact.
Tails just found out there's
email
evidence.
Marcus.
Yep.
And they go, "Oh my God, is he in the ICU?" And I say, "No, he's dead."
All the evidence you need to put him away.
And apparently, that's not
Yeah.
how to break the
Have
news
no
to
mercy.
people.
We're taking them for ice cream after this, so
Yeah.
Okay.
it'll
Yeah,
make
no,
it up to
that's
them. So have
good.
no
That's
mercy,
good.
and if this just so
Wow,
happens to gain
Dahlia.
another charge or two on them, or because they admit some stupid shit, then so be it.
Totally understand. Totally understand.
Okay,
It
the,
was-
the
Yeah.
worst, honestly, the worst part is that you impounded their vehicle, and that's $600.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah, $600 for that, $240 for the parking, and $150 for the original speeding.
It
That
would be a
actually,
shame
no.
if I took it out of the lot and charged them for it.
Ooh,
Hmm.
that'd be terrible.
It's all right. One of them's just afraid they're gonna get the death penalty. So
Yeah, I
just-
might have made it worse.
Oh.
I told him we're taking him for ice cream, and he said, "Am I going away? What's happening to me?" Oops.
Now, don't forget, they're under the assumption I had zero evidence, and their attorney just found out everything is documented.
Yeah.
Yep.
I already told Tails that they're fucked before I knew.
You know, as an attorney, you
Feeling a little
can
impatient, Gary?
you can lead a horse to water.
course he
You
is.
can't make him drink.
Damn right.
Ultimately, you can't prevent your clients from lying. But here we are. Here we are.
Do you want to go,
Well,
Gary?
I already let her know that she is
I feel like
definitely
it's
not
gotta
on the
get
winning
started
side
soon.
here. She's unfortunately
Yeah,
about to
these-
catch
the-
her
the- first loss the-
in court.
You
That's
missed
all
it.
right.
I also let her
You
know,
know-
I'm like, there's no
Hell
fucking
yeah.
way that
Everyone
Roach
ready?
didn't document everything.
yes, Your Honor.
Alright,
At the end of the day, if they're found, you know, if
Oh,
the judge is
God.
okay with
Hey,
dropping
we are
charges, I'm
7th of
okay with
January
it.
2024.
Okay.
We are here for the people versus Jamil
No, don't do it.
Jacinto in front of me, Judge Carlson. Mr. Jacinto, you are appealing to charges, but I'm gonna just for formalities let you plead out. You would be charged with third-degree speeding. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Dispatch 108 parking one time.
report riding at 14
Not guilty, ma'am.
All right, perfect. I will be swearing everyone in that will be a witness at the same time, Mr. Jacinto. Even if you don't want to testify, I also want you to raise your left hand. So can everyone that will be testifying today raise their left hand for me, please? All right. Do you swear and affirm that testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, under the pains and penalties of perjury? So help you, Nikita.
Absolutely. Yes, I do, Your Honor. I swear.
I swear.
I love such.
Your Honor,
devotion.
I ain't heard anything from the one back there, the witness.
Yeah, I said yep. I said yes. I said
Okay,
yes.
okay,
all right.
Perfect. All right. Prosecution, your first witness.
It's me, Your Honor.
It's you. Please step forward. You can stand in the middle.
All right.
Give us your narrative testimony.
And we not using the little thing on the side.
We're gonna do it like the bench trial style, so like narrative and then questions afterwards.
Oh, that's okay with me. So, Your Honor, there I was, as usual, minding my business, when all of a sudden I see a speeding Weasel News van. So, what do, Your Honor? I pull it over. And as I'm pulling it over, while it's slowing down, I clock it at 38 and a 35. Mm-hmm. Now, Your Honor, I'm no magician, okay? But I do know that 38 is over the speed limit of 35. So I continue on with the traffic stop, and the individual says, oh, well, you know, I was going to the hospital, right? And I'm thinking to myself, well, Your Honor, If this was such a medical emergency in which you need to break the rules of the road, surely you would have contacted 911 to receive medical treatment, and if necessary, be then transported to the hospital, right? Apparently, that's not the case, Your Honor, because they decided to transport themselves instead of calling emergency services, which, Your Honor, from my understanding, there really is not any sort of major cost associated with, you know, being transported by EMS to the hospital. So I pulled them over on the corner. It was right on the corner of Crusade and Innocence. Pretty much right by from the corner to the entrance of the emergency area where the ambulances would roll through. So when they informed me that the reason that, you know, this was happening was because one of them was bleeding, I said, well, would you like me to call EMS? Now, Your Honor, I was against the sidewalk. The driver was looking towards me, and behind me was 2 ambulances. So I'm thinking to myself, surely if he needs medical attention, he's gonna be like, yeah. And he was like, I don't remember the exact phrase he used, but he pretty much implied, no, it'd be easier for me to go in the hospital. Now, at this point, the passenger hadn't made any mention of being injured or anything to that extent. However, when they pulled up, just to clarify, we're dealing with both citations here, right? Okay.
Yep.
So the passenger made no mention that they were injured or required medical attention at all.
All right, 111.
And they also ran into the hospital through the front. However, Your Honor, they had the audacity to park in front of a fire hydrant. The audacity! So many things could have happened. There could have been an explosion. And unfortunately, that would have then meant that the thick fire hoses would have been unable to go around their Weasel News van, Your Honor. We're not talking about a little club here. No party in this club. It was a van that would have blocked the entire way. So, I did my job, Your Honor. I did my job. I took photos of the vehicle illegally parked, and I issued the individual a citation for the original third-degree speeding for doing 38 and a 35. Again, I'm no mathematician, whatever, okay, but that's 3 over. In addition, if you look at unauthorized parking, it indicates you cannot park in front of a fire hydrant, which is exactly what they did. And Your Honor, they had the audacity to then move their vehicle while still in this traffic stop without having been released, and then start claiming the passenger, specifically Kenzo or whatever the heck his name is, started saying stuff like, did you take a photo? You bet your ass I did. And that's why there's 6 of them parked in front of. And I'm just saying, you can take a look at the photos, reference the license plate. You know, I made sure to get real close, Your Honor, real close. And here we are with them appealing the 2 citable offenses. The vehicle was impounded for unauthorized parking as well. And here we is.
And here we are. Okay. Any questions from the prosecution side?
Louise, you got any questions for me?
No, I think I covered it.
All right, defense.
All right, Mr. Rhodes. Did they ever mention to you that they were seeking medical treatment from their injuries?
Yes.
How long have you been an officer, Mr. Rhodes?
So are you referring to just law enforcement officer, or at the rank of an officer, or since my recent hiring? Well, in the past, I was an officer for quite a few years. I'd say I've been hired for like 3.5-ish weeks so far in the department.
Have you never witnessed a person in your police experience? Have you never witnessed a person in duress making rash decisions? Sorry.
I have. Yeah, I have.
Wouldn't you classify being injured in this manner and maybe, ignoring 1 or 2 traffic laws a bit, rash, a bit of a rash decision?
Considering the passenger had no issue giving you a call, I don't think they had any issue calling 911 to indicate they needed medical treatment.
But the passenger is not the one finding anything here that we were talking about.
Right, but what I'm saying here is the passenger was in the vehicle. You know, they could have also called 911 in the event of an emergency.
Sure, but that's on his own accord. I'm talking about, I'm
By
defending
the
my client,
way,
my driver.
Tails, can you make sure that your client doesn't make any gestures towards Officer Rhodes? Continue.
Sorry, Your Honor. Just
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry, where were we? We were.
Last thing I remember is Rhodes being like, I don't think they had an issue calling 911 to indicate they needed medical, considering they called.
Okay, so yeah, but my point is here, the driver wasn't Mr. Kenzo, it was Jamil, which
Right.
to my knowledge was injured, and
Uh-huh.
we do have evidence proving that. You know, and how in the fact that he was injured, he might have, had some bad refil decisions. Also, in your police experience, have you ever given out warnings for people doing 38s and a 35?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why is this situation different?
Well, it comes down to officer discretion. You know, there's a lot of variables that come into play in regards to, you know, whether or not I'm willing to give someone a warning.
Have you never taken into account that, but the speedometer may be a bit malfunction, or, might just been a foot on the pedal a bit, and you never had given a bit of leniency? Since, to my knowledge, Mr. Jamil was compliant with you the whole time?
Wait, what was the question?
Have you never been a leniency to people doing 38s and 35s?
Yeah, I have.
Even when they're fully compliant?
Yeah, I mean, even when people are fully compliant, you know, if they break the rules of the road, citable offense.
Right. No further questions, Your Honor.
Any clarifying questions, Louise?
None.
Please, no clapping. Rhodes, do you have any clarifying questions for yourself?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I'm not going to word them as questions because that would be weird, but just to clarify here, Jamil was the driver of the vehicle, and Kenzo, I believe was their name, was the passenger of the vehicle. Yeah. And they both claimed to have been injured afterwards. I only received the information about the passenger being injured after they had left the hospital, to be clear.
Actually, I have one question.
Ooh.
Don't speak.
Was any of them incapacitated?
No. No, they were communicating with me perfectly fine too. No issue.
In your professional opinion, would they have been able to have called 911 if they was not incapacitated?
I could see. The thing is, I don't know if Jamil had a phone. What I do know is that Kenzo, or the passenger, whatever their name is, did have a phone. And I know this because he immediately contacted an attorney with the quickness. And he should have used that quickness to call 911 to let EMS know they needed medical attention. That's what I know.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
All right. You may step down.
Okay.
Any other witnesses? Any evidence you would like to point out?
Yeah, all the evidence, Your Honor.
He also
For
contacted me.
example,
Right, let's go through it.
In report 1026, you'll see a photo.
That's the third-degree speeding one.
Correct.
Tails, you also have it up.
He contacted me saying, I need a lawyer.
You'll see a photo titled 38 and a 35, in which the front radar with the license plate 6H4
what did you do?
CDJG8 was clocked at
except
38.
EMS.
And then if you look at the photo titled RO, also known as registered owner, you'll see it's owned by Jamil. I don't know the pronunciation of their last name. Jacinto?
It's Jacinto, sir.
Okay.
Jacinto, sorry.
Jacinto is the owner of that vehicle with their phone number.
Noted.
If we then reference report number 1027 for unauthorized parking,
That's the parking one. Yep.
you'll see 7 photos. Parking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Number 1 shows the van with the license plate in front of the fire hydrant. It's a Weasel News van, to be clear. You'll then see 2 close-in shots of the cabin showing nobody inside, indicating that the vehicle, is parked. Number 4 is a zoom-in photo of the license plate, referencing the exact same license plate owned by the driver of the van in question. You'll then see a zoom-in photo of the yellow fire hydrant. Your Honor, stands out like a sore thumb. Couldn't miss it. Could not miss it. Yet here we are with them parking in front of it. And then zoomed out just a little bit, you'll see photo 6, same fire hydrant, Your Honor. Okay, and then you'll see a different plate read from that situation.
Yep.
But same owner, same vehicle, still matching the same license plate. And here we are. Your Honor, I don't know what they're trying to appeal, but this isn't a situation in which they called for EMS and were told that they were unavailable and they needed to self-transport. It seems they took it upon themselves to break the rules of the road instead of going down the appropriate path. And as a result, I believe these citable offenses should stick.
All right. The arrest.
Not literally, Your Honor. I can't rest on duty, but my case
You're
here.
always on alert. I get it.
Yeah, that one.
I prefer that. I would not like to get hurt here. Thank you.
No problem. Your Honor, I'll make sure ain't no one jumping over that to get to you, okay?
Please. I've had
I got
nightmares
you.
thinking
I
about
got you.
Oh. All right, defense, your first witness.
Right. Can I just say a few things beforehand, Your Honor?
Yeah. Rose got his time to say something at the end. Do you want to say it now or do you want to say it at the end?
No, I just want to say a few things before we go. Before I call my first witness, just so it gives a bit of context for you, Your Honor, so you understand the full,
The
full
video was
length of
wild.
what we're trying to appeal here. So, Mr. Jamil here is a law-abiding citizen. As you can see in his record, he has 0
No dancing
charges.
or gritting in my courtroom.
Wait, huh?
Motion to remove Amber Quinn from the courtroom, Your Honor.
One more person, you're out.
Thank you. So as we can see, Mr. Jamil, until these 2 traffic citations, he was a law-abiding citizen. He had 0 warnings on his record, or as far as I'm aware, as far as he didn't even say that it was his first traffic stop, because up until now, he was a law-abiding citizen. Now, he was injured, as stated by Officer Rhodes, and with this, I'm gonna call Miss Savannah Wells up to the stand to further prove this.
All right, Miss Wells, please step up. You may take a seat.
Oh, don't worry. I got this. I got this in the bag.
So she's apparently there for medical because apparently she saw them in the hospital.
All right, so just a reminder, you are sworn in.
Even though she's not
In the
EMS or a
state
doctor,
of Senate,
she's just a ride along.
Make sure you're yelling.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. All right, your witness.
All right, so Miss Wells, can you tell us what did you see?
I saw 2 gentlemen, both in their, I believe they're Mosley's uniforms. These 2 gentlemen here run into the hospital to receive medical treatment.
Run. You heard that?
They ran. They was injured.
When they entered, did they seem injured to you?
Yes, they seemed like they were in a hurry and they ran up to a doctor immediately.
Did they inquire how they would, how the hospital would operate, or did they inquire about any bandages or of any sort, any medical aid?
They immediately checked in with Carla Jax, and then went to the back to receive further medical treatment. I don't know the extent of those injuries, but I did walk in towards the end, and I believe Kenzo Akiyama was up and walking around after his medical treatment, and Jamil was still in bed receiving, I guess, just more medical treatment.
And just for the court record, just to make sure that I got this right, they rushed in there, right? They were seeking
They did.
medical aid.
Mm-hmm.
Right. No further questions, Your Honor.
All right, prosecution.
Yeah. Do you know what their injuries were?
I don't know the extent of their injuries, as I'm not.
Oh, okay.
So
gonna object, but
Give them, yeah. So, when you will testify, give like 2-3 seconds for the lawyer to object before you answer.
can I say still my
What was your
say
objection?
my opinion of a layperson?
All right, explain.
Miss Savannah was not entered as an expert witness on any medical of any sort, and as far as I'm aware, she doesn't have a medical license. So this question would be out of her boundaries of expertise.
Your Honor, I have a
Rebuttal.
rebuttal that
Go ahead.
Savannah has been seen on multiple ride-alongs with EMS. Therefore, she has had time to witness injuries and understand some injuries.
I would say that wouldn't be enough because I can watch a TV show too and get the same experience.
And you know what, Your Honor? I could see two people walk into a hospital and still have no context behind what's going on. So can we just strike her testimony? Well, actually, you know what? I don't even care. That's okay. That's fine.
I understand where you're going with the objection. However, the question was not how severe were they. It's just like, do you know what they were? I mean, I could fall downstairs and tell someone, I think I broke my leg, and then they could say, I think they broke their leg. But I'm taking, it into account. She's not someone that can fully give the explanation.
All right, I'll re-ask so we're on the same page here. Do you know what injuries either of the two individuals had?
They both had a little bit of blood on them, a little bit of blood on their overalls, so I would have guessed bleeding. Could be cuts, lacerations. They're both mechanics, so
Yes,
they
she
use a lot of
guesses.
tools. Could have a lot of cuts on their hands.
Got it. Okay. All right.
All right, time to call the entirety of the Mosley's crew up to the stand and ask us if we have cuts on our hands.
So just to clarify here, sort of the major extent of what you witnessed is that they walked in or ran into a hospital. That's pretty much it, right?
Yes, and they checked in with the doctor, and they said there was something along the lines of I need a doctor, and I'm bleeding. Maybe I think.
Okay. All right.
I believe, yeah.
All right. I don't think I have any other questions.
All right, Louise, do you?
No other questions, Your Honor.
All right, redirect.
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you very much for your testimony. You may step down.
Thank you.
Counselor Morningstar, any more witnesses, any evidence you want to highlight?
Yeah, so, and revolving this whole story, we have my client, which did say, went under injuries, and he did seek medical treatment. So I'm gonna call Mr. Jamil up to the stand so he can recant his story.
Right, Mr. Jacinto. Please take your seat. You were sworn in.
Your Honor, did Miss Morningstar say that Jamil was going up there to recant his story, to take back his story? Is it?
Or no, sorry, no, that's not what I meant. It's not.
Oh my God!
He's gonna say
Okay.
his story. That's the wording that I meant.
Girl, I thought you said he was about to perjure himself.
No. He was gonna say his story. So that's
okay. All right. Just making sure.
Sorry, English.
At least you're paying attention, Rhodes.
As always, it is my job. Remember, I won't fall asleep on the job.
Just making sure. All right. Have you been made aware by your lawyer of your Fifth Amendment rights and what those entail?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So just making sure at any point, if you don't want to answer any more questions, you don't have to. But that also means that everything you've said will be stricken from the record.
Okay.
All right, your witness is ready for you.
All right, Mr. Jamil. So, can you tell to the court, how did you sustain your injuries?
Me and my partner, Mr. Kenzo, were working on a vehicle. The vehicle was not properly parked. The handbrake was not pulled. It rolled back on us, and we received injuries. I had a bleeding right knee, and I believe Mr. Kenzo was bleeding on the arm.
And Mr. Jamil, with this injury, you could say you were in the panic state.
Yeah, I was. Ouch! I was hurting.
What was your first instinct, Mr. Jamil?
I need to go see a doctor because I'm dying.
Okay. So,
God, I
in
love
that
Jamil.
sense, you drove to the hospital.
Yeah, I got in my van. Took Mr. Kenzo as well, and we were driving to the hospital.
All right. So, on your way to the hospital, you were stopped, correct?
That is correct.
You were stopped by who?
By Mr. Officer Rhodes.
Right. Did Officer Rose at any point check on your injuries?
No.
Did he offer to give any medical aid of any sort?
No, ma'am.
Right. So,
It's not his job. It's not his job.
did he? So, how did you go to the hospital? Did he allow you to go to the hospital?
Yeah, what happened was we were stopped a bit away from the hospital on a corner, as he said, by the EMS parking. He allowed us to park further up in front of the hospital in the like inlet of the road. I
Okay.
drove up, I parked there, and he said you can go and get medical because I don't wanna, hold you back from being treated. So I ran outside and went to the doctor.
So, at this stage, you're still bleeding, right? You're still suffering injury.
Yep.
So, you parked in the place that was most convenient to you, correct?
Yeah, there was another vehicle in front. It was a SUV. So I just parked like behind it.
Right.
They
No further
even
questions,
had
Your
to
Honor.
go to the hospital right before court.
All right, prosecution.
You were still injured?
Yeah, I got questions.
Yeah, I came with.
So just to clarify, your injury was that an injury was sustained to your knee, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and despite that, you ran into the hospital. Is that correct?
It's called fighting through the pain.
Got it. Got it. Have you ever considered fighting through the phone to get some help by calling EMS?
I didn't know what to do. In a panic, I just ran and yeah.
Got
It's
it.
adrenaline. Mm-hmm.
Adrenaline. Totally understand. Totally understand. Now,
Amber
despite
Quinn.
now, ooh, where'd they go?
Motion to remove her from
Stand
the courtroom,
up.
Your Honor.
Just behind the thing.
That was the second time I noticed it since I told you not to do it again.
I didn't know you were looking.
Can we go through my motion, Your Honor? Motion
Nope,
to
I
remove her
said
from the
that she
courtroom.
had to leave if she did it again. Up.
All right, time to
I
leave.
didn't know you were looking. Like,
Go on, Ember, out.
it's hard to like stand still.
Ember, you've been told by the judge out.
I don't wanna.
You don't get a choice.
Don't get contempt. You're really not.
Oh,
Gonna
I do
Yeah,
have
it's
a-
either leave or you
Yes.
get contempt. So you don't really have a choice, do you?
Just leave.
Your Honor, would you like
me
me
to
to
just-
remove myself?
Amber Quinn, if you don't leave yourself, you're getting contempt, then it'll be a decent fine, I think.
I can hear you.
Leave or you're getting a decent fine.
You're gonna
Wait,
get
what's it-
contempt. You don't want
You're
that.
going to be
You
getting
don't want
contempt,
that.
which means
Just
you'll be
leave.
getting arrested.
30K.
Oh, I just found it hard to stand still. Samantha was being a yuck bag, so I'm over here.
I don't know what you just said.
I also did not.
Ember, the judge has demanded that you leave, so you have to leave. Okay.
Yeah, I came here to support Samantha. She's being mean to me, so I went the other side. It's hard for me to stand still. I'm sorry.
You can always hold on to a railing or something, grab a pen. If you're feeling too antsy, leave for now. Come on. I have made my decision.
You gotta go.
50 months, 10K.
Oh.
Ember, if you don't leave, it's going to be 50 months and a $10,000 fine, so you better walk out.
Not for you.
Amber, just gritty your way on out of here. Gritty on out of here. That way you get the last word.
Go.
Yeah, gritty
Yeah,
out of here
go.
so that way you can get the last word and you don't
Yeah,
face the
go.
fine or the charge.
Okay.
There you go.
Go.
There you go.
Yep.
Be free.
Yep.
Bye.
Be free.
Bye.
No, no,
Bye.
No,
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 Bye.
leave.
Ember,
No,
run away.
leave.
Bye.
Leave.
Bye.
What was she saying? I didn't even get it.
Bye,
Yeah, I
think.
don't know. I don't know.
Well, if she re-enters, you know what the time
Got
frame
it.
associated is.
Copy that.
All right, so apologies, we got a bit derailed here.
Yeah. So last I have is I didn't know what to do in the panic. I ran fighting to the pig.
Got it. Now, Jamil, while we were on the corner of Crusade and Innocence, why didn't you take me up on my offer to get EMS brought over?
Objection, facts not in evidence.
Well, I done said this earlier, Your Honor.
Yeah, it was testified.
Hey, Your Honor, Ember's back in the courtroom.
Yeah, I stick with what I said 1 minute ago.
50 months, $10,000 fine.
You're asking a cop why they're snitching.
Snitch.
Continue.
Okay. So, so Jamil, what injuries did you actually sustain?
I had
Objection,
multiple
asked and answered. Or already.
Your Honor, an injured knee doesn't tell me much.
I can do a different objection.
Alright, what would have been your other one?
Opinion of a layperson.
Your Honor, surely if he went to a hospital to get treated for an injury, he'd have been told by the medical professional what his injury was.
Yeah, I'd like to know what it was. Overruled.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I just had an ouch. I think she was in a rush.
Got it. Okay. Is it safe to say... Actually, you know what? I'm not going to ask that one. Never mind. Okay. Well... Do you recall what speed you were traveling on the way to the hospital?
No, sir.
Got it. Okay. Do you recall parking in front of a fire hydrant?
When the first time we were on the corner of the
Well,
where the
I'm
EMS
just
parking is.
asking if you recall parking in front of a fire hydrant.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And did you move your vehicle up afterwards? Away from
Yeah,
the
I thought
fire
you told me
hydrant?
to.
No. Let's take a few steps back. When I told you were being issued a citation for unauthorized parking for being parked in front of a fire hydrant, then did you then turn your vehicle on, move it forward?
You didn't tell me I couldn't park there only until you billed me. Yep.
Got it. Now, have you ever been approached by an officer who specifically told you everything listed in the penal code?
Objection, relevance.
Well, Your Honor, his argument his answer just a few seconds ago indicates that I didn't tell him that something wasn't illegal, and the implication there is surely it must be okay if an officer doesn't tell you you can't.
It was implied in the answer, yes. Overruled.
So, okay, I'm just run through the motions here. Despite the knee injury, you ran in the hospital to receive medical treatment. I can see it, right? Now I don't know whether or not you had a phone on you. Did you have a phone on you at any point in time to be able to call 911?
I do not remember.
Okay. Well, have
Maybe
you
I
picked
picked
up?
it up, or maybe not.
Oh, okay. Well, have you picked up a phone from the start of you being injured to now?
Objection, relevance.
Your Honor, I'm trying to get to the bottom of why, if they deemed it so appropriate to speed throughout the city and park illegally because they were in such a rush because of a medical issue, why they didn't call 911.
I get your point, but I don't see why him picking up a phone after the incident is relevant to what happened at that point.
Oh no, apologies. I meant like during the incident. I'm trying to clarify
Okay,
why
yeah,
they made no
rephrase it,
attempt to
yes.
call. Okay, I'll rephrase.
I read it as afterwards.
Yeah, no. Jamil, is there any reason as to why you didn't call 911? Whether that be at the beginning of this, scenario in which you were injured, or did you attempt to call 911? Just to clarify.
No.
Okay, got it. Got it. I don't know if I have any. I don't know if I have anything else. You know what I do? Jamil, I'm no mathematician, okay? But is 35 over, or is 38 over 35?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Do you recall the color of the fire hydrant?
Objection, relevance.
Your Honor, this is about him parking in front of a fire hydrant.
I think you're going very specific on a specific detail that I agree doesn't matter too much. I think you
Okay.
can phrase it differently.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. Did he ever answer the whole, is there a reason why you didn't want me to call EMS? Did that get answered?
Objection, asked and answered.
He's checking if it was answered. I think. Hold on, let me check.
I mean, if not, I'll just ask it again.
Is he asking you, Your Honor, or is he asking?
He's asking me.
Yeah. I mean, Your Honor, I can just ask the question. The result would be the same. He either answers it or
What
there's
was the question again, Rhodes?
Is there a reason why he denied me calling EMS to the traffic stop to look over his injuries?
He did already answer that.
We have an answer. You asked it in the beginning. Answer was I don't know. Just had an ouch.
Wait, I believe that was a different question, ma'am.
Shut up! No, don't speak.
Your Honor, I'll ask it. It's okay. It's okay. Jamil, is there a reason why?
The question that we have written down is, while we were on the corner of Crusade and Innocence, why didn't you take me up on my offer to get EMS over? What injuries did you sustain?
So asked and answered.
Okay. All right. I don't even know what he said to that, to be honest. But if he said something,
I don't know. Just had an ouch.
I thought you were saying you were paying attention, Officer Rhodes.
Yeah, I was, but we got interrupted by someone doing the gritty, and then everything sort of got derailed roughly around that time. I don't know if I have any more questions. I think I've gotten to the bottom of. He was, he claims I didn't give him.
If you don't have any more questions to ask.
I think that's mostly it.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's mostly it.
Mostly it or fully it?
Actually, one last one. Jamil.
Okay, it was mostly.
Did I say you could park in front of a fire hydrant?
Wait, can you repeat that, please?
Yeah. Did I tell you that you could park in front of a fire hydrant?
No, you told me that
okay,
we could just
that's
go
it.
park in front.
Yeah, that's all. That's all. All right, well. Yeah, that's all the questions I got.
Okay, redirect.
Give me 1 second, Your Honor.
Take your time.
It was a good point though, Dahlia. I actually feel like that would have been like that's
I know.
actually
It probably would have
that's
gotten him off
actually
the
the
second
key.
charge. Yep.
Yeah. He's writing.
You don't know how to spell.
Mr. Jamil, when you were
Just remember
parking the
what I
vehicle,
did
were
from
you
the
aware of
login
the
screen
existence
earlier.
of the fire hydrant?
Oh god. I don't remember now.
When I was parking the vehicle,
No
Yes.
help.
No.
no, to be honest, I wasn't paying attention to the surroundings like that. I just wanted to go get my knee checked out.
$100 after this though.
I thought you were buying him ice cream.
And when you
Yeah, I
parked
know,
it,
but-
did
but
Officer Rhodes show
it's
any
almost
inconvenience
$1,000
for
in
you
fines.
parking there?
No, ma'am.
I
You
can
can
help
all
you.
pick
Still
it up.
questions, Your Honor.
He's already been charged, so.
All right,
That's what I'm
Mr. Jacinto, you may step
The
back
buffer.
down. Thank you very much.
'Cause we're all
Thank you.
Any other? No, you had witnesses. Any evidence you would
I
like to
also
point
feel
out?
like Kenzo should toss some money, but
Your Honor, I would just like to mention again, my client here is a
Kenzo should
law-abiding
take half of them.
citizen.
Yeah.
There would be no other reason for him to break any traffic laws unless he was in a state of duress,
Wait,
No,
which
give him a
we
thumbs
did
up.
verify with
Give him a thumbs
injuries
up.
and injuries and trying to seek medical attention. To which Officer Rhodes might try to give aid, but I don't think it could have been more helpful with the medical aid if he was so inclined to trying to help. But he instead let my client drive to the hospital as he was trying to get himself checked out.
that's where I hit you with the red
And
one.
he obviously didn't notice where he was parking, obviously with the state of duress that he was in. So Officer Rhodes, instead of trying to help my client seek aid, he was trying to enforce traffic citations. That's all, Your Honor.
All right, you rest.
Yeah, I do rest, Your Honor.
Alrighty, I'll be deliberating. Shouldn't take too
Wait, was that
long.
like a closing? Do I get one?
Well, you had the time to also give your. Do you guys want closings?
Yeah,
We can-
absolutely.
Tails?
I mean, I kind of did already mine, so if he wants to do his.
Yeah, you could. I mean, you can repeat it, fine tune it a bit if you want. 5 minutes.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm a wing
Ready?
it. I
Yeah,
mean,
let's go
if
for it.
Miss Morningstar
Alright,
wants to
let's go
consider
then.
the
Okay,
prior
I'm
one.
ready. Hit me.
Okay, all right. So, Your Honor, here's what this really boils down to. Okay? Jamil, who claims to have been injured, right? Had a knee injury, according to him. His right knee specifically was bleeding, he says, right? I struggle to believe that there was any sort of urgency here on the basis that they failed to call 911. And it wasn't just him, it was the passenger as well, who did in fact have a phone. Now, I can't verify if Jamil had a phone. That's the reality, okay? But what I do know is that if they were at Mosley's, Your Honor, tons of people there all the time. Just say, hey, yeah, call 911, I'm hurt. In addition to that, I fear, Your Honor, that Miss Morningstar is being a little bit disingenuous here, okay? Because I feel that if I attempted anything to assist with the medical treatment here, you know, of any kind of knee injury. Now, again, I'm no doctor, okay? I'm no medical professional. But I feel Miss Morningstar would simultaneously be telling me, you know, I would be giving the opinion of a layperson while also telling me that I'm a bad person, essentially, for not giving medical treatment, despite offering to call EMS, who was within the immediate vicinity, which I think is crazy. Here's the reality. If they didn't deem it appropriate enough to call 911, then in my opinion, it clearly was not an emergency, you know, that would justify them speeding and parking in front of a fire hydrant. You don't get to fix one emergency, in Your Honor. I say that with air quotes, okay? I'm no medical professional, and he doesn't even know his injuries, so how could I? You know, how are we going to resolve that scenario with putting the lives of others in danger by blocking a fire hydrant? I think that's absurd. And I think both citations should be held up because at the end of the day, I don't know about you, Your Honor, but I ain't running on no knee that is injured, at least not severely injured. That sounds absurd.